Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with more online ranked in PGA Tour 2K25. We're jumping back into online ranked solos today. So season 2 has started. That means that our rank has reset, which it hasn't fully reset. I think we closed out the last season with 353 rank points. So if we play really well in these placement matches, we might be able to move up into the 400s. So yeah, Road to Condor continues. Let's see by the end of this game's life cycle if we can get to Condor. That is the ultimate goal for me. I know I don't play a lot of online ranked, so it might be a long journey, but let's dive into our first ranked match of the day. If you all get some enjoyment and want to see more, drop a like. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for plenty more content. So here we go. Riviera Country Club, everybody. Okay, I love Riviera. I'm not the best here on this golf course.
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Ever so glad you could join me for this round of golf here on PGA Tour 2K25.
And we got the back nine here.
Today, playing the back nine. Best of luck.
I mean, I say we send this, right? Why not? Let's hit the send button, everybody. It's a new season. Placement matches still matter, though, because if we win all of these, we may even move well above 353. Because we were undefeated in the last placement matches and played pretty good to start the season, or to in our first matches after the placement matches, right? But I didn't start this online ranked series till a little bit later. Well, I guess I started it right at launch, but just didn't post very much of it.
Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway.
That's a layup, or it kind of looked like a stinger shot, right? It might have just been a 3-wood, but two different strategies. We'll see which one pays off, right? Honestly, where we missed is not a bad place to miss at all. Okay, this is 63 yards away. That's a pitch shot. Oh, no. I wonder if it's just a transition issue? Or if that was a rhythm issue.
Ooh,
oh, no, left it short again.
Right.
They did adjust transition after the last update, and it's a lot more challenging. So I'm going to go pick shot. That's perfect. That's why, like, you get it in the bunker there, it's just a pick shot away, right? You never see me hit the pick shot on the channel unless it's, because usually I'm playing the career mode, right?
Bunker.
Oh, they conceded the hole. Hey, appreciate that. They were just off there. You could see transition was the big problem. And it's tough. Transition's really tough.
11th hole is a par 5.
But yeah, you don't see me hit the pick shot very much. But yeah, I hit it in all my videos outside of the career mode. That's perfect. Actually, I don't really hit the pick shot in the Gamer Mode to Society or the course showcases, so I guess I only when I play online or ranked tours, right? That's a good drive.
Okay, second shot.
So our opponent, it seems to be transition that's throwing him off right now. I am going for this. Why not?
Taking driver off the fairway.
That's a great strike. It's got to get left, though. Stay.
Played.
Pretty lucky, but we'll take it. I thought for sure that was going to roll into the sand, but not complaining. Our opponent pulled out the putter there for a second. Now, I don't see him going for this just because we saw him lay up with the 3-wood last hole. Oh, no. Contact well to the left.
All right, let's see what happens.
That closed club face.
This is his third shot.
I've been here plenty of times. This is usually where I hit it. Oh, that's very well done. Oh, no. Oh, it went to the... That is unfortunate. I think he wanted to get a little more distance out of that. It really wasn't a bad shot, but... it just went off to the left. What do I even hit here? Super flop with a pitching wedge? I've never tried that. I'm about to try it for the first time. That shot's just way too good.
And let's see how he gets out of this one.
That shot is just way too good. He tried to pick that one out, it looked like.
Up in the green side bunker.
And just didn't play it enough. Or splash it out. Wow, that a pitch. I've never hit anything other than a lob wedge with the super flop. I did not know that you could stick a pitching wedge super flop like that. That is nuts.
Okay, he's got 2
How
feet
is that
to
even
go
a
here.
thing?
All right, your opponent has chosen
How is
to
that a
concede
thing?
this hole. That's what you want to hear. And after that,
Hey,
hole,
appreciate
you are
that, opponent.
2 up on your friend. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. You absolutely demolished that drop.
Thank you, John. I was waiting for that. We are crushing it. Swing is feeling good today. This could be a good rank day. I still, you know, it's funny. I really have never went up past probably a sand wedge for the super flop. I had no idea. I've never seen anybody hit that shot against me. I see people hit the super flop, but I don't think I've ever noticed that they're hitting a pitching wedge. That is nuts. Now, I wonder if you can still stick it from the heavy rough, though, at the super flop with a pitching wedge. It's a shot I've never tried in this game, so I really have no clue. That is going to be a tough putt. Honestly, it's a pretty good shot.
You gotta give him that, at least. And this one's about 140 yards or so to the pin.
He's dancing, but it's not a dance you want to have. Now, I'm going to de-loft this a bit, hit it a little bit shallow, let the wind take it. That's to the left. Close club face. Stay. That's gone. We can chip this in.
Okay, no worries. We'll be on the green soon enough.
Okay, it's right to left. Basically, can get very aggressive on this one. Yes! Hold it!
That'll win the hole.
Get in!
And after that one, you're 3 up in this match.
Yeah, pretty good day, right?
And teeing off now in a long par 4.
That was just insane. I never go up with that much confidence, right? How many of you all thought I was going to miss that by a mile? Like, oh, I'm going to make this one. You all have heard me say that so many times. We made it that time.
All right, let's see how he does on
We made
this
it for
hole.
once. I've got to experiment with the super flop pitching wedge from the heavy rough. That's a great drive. They crushed that ball.
Okay, this is about
Wait,
125
is that
yards
Ryan
away.
Gamer's brother? Is that Rhett Gamer? I just noticed our avatars are very similar. Is that Rocket Rhett? That's right at it.
Look at
That's just
you
perfection.
go.
Every single shot today, just perfect.
Let's see what he can do here. 110 yards out.
That's when it's so frustrating for, of course, your opponent, right? The other player. When you have an opponent who's not missing, it is so frustrating.
Approach heading to the left.
And it causes you to miss more, right? I feel like it does that to me. Just happens to be our day. Wait, we might see the super flop here. No, no, it is a good range for the super flop. That looked like a super flop, but just wait. No, it was super flop would have been much more in the air. That was a regular flop. Good putt.
From the fringe,
Very good.
Drops it in there. Okay, this putt to go 4 up on your opponent.
And we're up
Work
4.
out there today. That's your 4th birdie so far.
Season 2's going
that
pretty
one, you
good
are
so far,
4
right?
up.
4 holes to start the season, right? Yeah, 4 holes and 4 wins. Is that right? I think so.
Here we go. 14th hole. We got a par
Oh, boy.
3.
Rich, tell us. Rich isn't going to tell us about his ace? What? Oh, it's right. It's Sean, right? I'm so used to the career mode. Rich isn't here. Oh, I'm used to Rich talking about his ace here. Okay, I'm going to do loft and backspin here. This is a very tough pin. What is Rich always tells us to one hop it in, right? Well, we didn't one hop it in, but we can chip that in.
And that approach was a bit wayward. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes.
John, are you telling me you never had an ace at Riviera Country Club? Nice smooth fade. Oh, he didn't get enough.
Hey, look at this guy in the bunker. He's got a plugged lie. Don't see too much good.
That's a frustration shot right there. Golf will do that to you.
Third shot for him.
It will do that. Even the best players in the world will fall apart sometimes and hit a frustration shot, right?
And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14.
Send it in, move on to the next one.
Ooh,
not enough.
Here.
Had the line.
Chip. And a 5-foot putt for him.
Yeah, you can just tell our opponent is very frustrated right now. We've all been there.
All right, you need this if you want to win the match. All right, your opponent.
Hey, good game. Good game. We were just on today, like.
And you have
good first placement match. We did not miss a shot.
5 up on your friend.
That's crazy. That might have been the best my swing has ever been. Now, on to match number 2, right? Okay, here we are. Match number 2, Yoho River Golf Course, the back 9. Let's see if we can start the season 2-0.
Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Things are going to happen for us today. I got a feeling. And this is going to be
2 Xbox players battling out today.
I think playing some match play golf. Have a good round.
It's a beautiful course. 373-yard par 4 with a wait. Oh, we won. Okay. Huh. Well, okay, we're 2-0. Does that count as a win? I really don't know. We're about to find out. They quit on hole 1. I don't know why you would load into a game and quit on hole 1. It counts as a placement match. I don't know if that counts as a win. Okay, match number 3. Okay. On to the next one. We're going to Winston Match Club. Okay, so this is one of the user community design courses, right? That is in ranked matchmaking, right? They added a lot. I don't know how many community courses, but they added quite a few. So here we go. This is awesome. This is our first time playing a community creation in online ranked. That's really cool. I'm going to have to look this up on who this designer is.
Hello there. It is me, John McCarthy, here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25.
I am not over-exagerating.
Can't wait.
It took 5 minutes to load into that match.
And we have a par 4.
So I'm not sure if that's a server thing or what.
All right, load this one up and get that into the fairway, and then we'll move on from there.
But I couldn't remember the actual name of the course. I will look up what the name of the course is. Let's see it right here. It's Winston Match Club. It might have showed the designer's name there in ranked match play, but I missed it. So Winston Match Club. We'll take a look right after this shot. You all probably already know.
Looking tee shot, I think.
Winston Match Club. PGC Tours. Well.
Here we go. This is his second shot.
I don't see it. So is this on? I don't see it on TGC Tours. So is this an official course from the career mode that I just haven't seen? I don't know.
And we're about 115 yards away.
I don't know this course whatsoever. 115, uphill 1 foot. Send it close. Oh, I pulled it.
Heading
It's a
left.
beautiful course. I do know that. That's in the sand. That's a rough shot right there.
Oh, missed the green on that one.
That's really rough. We're 2-0 though.
Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in.
Ryan
Nice and
Gamer
close.
is so intimidating. They just left off the first tee, right? Didn't even play a hole. Like, no, I don't want to play against Ryan Gamer. I'm out, right?
And you are putting.
What it look like?
I'm happy
Like
for
they
you.
sit there, they contemplated
putt
the
right
shot,
here
and
will
then they
put
just
him
full
at one
sent
up.
it.
So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left.
I can't say I've ever had that happen
I think
before.
he's on the right track here. Continues
that's
to be
beautiful.
online. Oh, and he gets it to drop. And your friend will be one
Okay.
up after the first hole of this one.
What a putt.
Okay, 11th hole here, and
Oh.
we got a par 5.
What? Absolute perfection. Here we have a par 5. Took a good bounce. I wonder who designed this. We'll have to look
All right,
after.
bombs
I don't think
away.
we can look
Let's hit
during.
that fairway.
I don't think. Like, the name of the course sounds so familiar. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe I had played this in the Gamer Ability Society. I think I might have
job.
played this.
Here's our second shot on hole number 11.
266, uphill 18. The off the deck is not going to get as far as I'd like. Well, it might. No, it won't. I'm going to do a shallow 3-wood. I mean, we know our opponent can putt, so we've got to go for it. That took the softest bounce out of that rough. I was hoping for a hard kick, but it just grabbed it. .262. We'll see if he's going to pull out the driver off the deck. He has the 3-wood out right now. Is he going to go off the deck? You really don't need to do that here. There'd be no advantage of it off the deck here. He might be trying to do like an overpowered 3-wood and send it. Or maybe he has his 3-wood built for power. We don't know. Be close. So that's a perfect layup. Okay, so perfect spot here for a flop. Come on, Ryan. That's it. Now, I have no knowledge of how fast these greens are, right? I know nothing about how this course is about to play, so it's awesome to see more variety in ranked, right? Because I believe now in online ranked matchmaking, you not only have all the official courses in the ranked pool, you also have a lot of community courses. Great shot. We're going to win the hole. We know, never mind. That's right. I don't know why I was thinking we were ahead of shot. No, that's the same shot. Good hole.
There's a way to bounce back. Birdie on this one after bogeying the last. I like it.
Just concede the
Okay,
putt.
if he
Give it to
sinks
him.
This, that will have the hole. And that hole will be halved.
It's going to be tough to gain one on our opponent
And
right now.
12th hole,
He's
the par
really
4.
good. Knows the course knowledge too? Oh no. Oh, we don't know that yet. But I don't know. He did that pretty fast, right? That was like a knowledgeable
Okay, let's
aim.
go. Pound this one into the fairway.
Yeah. But it's the beauty of hitting second. Hey, these are my type of
This
fairways.
looks like it'll be in the fairway.
Wide open. Look at us go, everybody. 324 yards. Look, Jerry, he still makes the trip in online ranked videos. You better
Sets
believe
up
it.
Around 165 yards out.
All right, let's see what we got. Good shot. Gonna hop up. Yeah, very good. Now, with the way our opponent putted
Okay,
on
second
hole
shot
one,
here on the 12th.
he might drain this. So
Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope and don't want this one to get away from you.
Yeah, gotta plan it close. I'm gonna do a little loft, steeper angle of attack. Fade this right against the wind. Get right. Come on. That's perfect distance. Just a little off on the aim.
We're on the green.
Not aim. I think it was a close. Is that a closed club face, maybe?
He's got
Something
a long
was off.
putt to deal with here. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. Oh,
Still a good putt. Perfect speed.
all right, sink this one and you'll win the hole.
14 feet,
And
downhill 1
line
inch.
this putt up, tilting
These
a little
are
bit to the right.
kind of fast greens. 154. I mean, it was fast. Perfect swing besides rhythm.
All right, nice.
I just
3-footer
misread
to
it.
Deal with. Okay, moving on to the next. No need to putt out that
Good
short
hole.
putt. Let's go. And he's looking at this putt here to have the hole.
Very good hole.
Okay, giving another putt.
Oh,
Over
I
to
wanted
your
that one
opponent.
bad.
That's
I
fine. Let's
misread
move
the
on.
end. It was good distance control.
Okay, 13th hole, par 4.
We lose this one. That's the putt we'll remember. Number 12, right? That's the one you got to make. I tell you, I love the dynamic of match play. That's why I always like to play these online ranked videos. I know you all really enjoy them, and I like to play them as
Okay,
well. It's just a
full
cool
send.
dynamic
Let's go.
outside of the typical content I usually play, right? Good strike. Not perfect, but basically perfect.
Good shot.
I tell you, putting has been crushing me recently, but that putt was not due to rhythm and transition
Around
being off.
195
But typically
yards
after
to
the
pin
Season 2
for
update,
him. Let's see what happens.
with them making the game more punishing, I really struggled on rhythm, putt rhythm, and transition. Oh, that's right at it. That's just perfection. I would be
Here's
interested
our
to see
second
if
shot
our
on the
opponent is
13th.
ranked. Okay, 183. Our first opponent was not ranked. We gotta attack this, right? It's beauty of match play. You see what they do, you're like, all right, I know what I gotta do. We'll draw into the wind. That's perfect. Go in. Okay, it's not perfect,
in there.
but it's pretty good. That's right. Perfect is in the hole, I know, but it was pretty good. Perfection. No, not perfection, right?
Okay, if he sinks this one, it'll be for the bird. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left.
These are the nerve-wracking ones in match play. But, I mean, he just gets up there and sends
birdie
it.
putt to drop on in there. And 7 feet to the cup.
We got ourselves a match here, everybody.
And that hole will be had.
Technically our third placement match, believe it or not.
All right, we got a par 3 here. on
That
the
second
14th.
one does count. I believe they forfeited right on the tee. I think they saw it. They're like, no, I'm out. They've seen Ryan Gamer in the world of WWE in the WWE 2K25 career mode series, and they know they don't mess with Ryan the Punisher, right? So they must have thought that was the WWE version of Ryan out there and got intimidated. Because Ryan the Punisher is intimidating in the world of
Have a good tee
WWE.
shot.
Good shot. 158, downhill 16. We do have a backboard here. This is a great course. I love this. I'm going to send this.
There we go. Great contact.
That's really good.
Oh, almost hold it.
Now, both of us are on. I mean, this is a
All right,
great
this
match.
one's from
Two
14
players who
feet
are on
away.
their game right now.
I think this one will go left to right.
John says left to right. It does look left to right. That broke the other way.
Ooh.
John lied.
Sink this and you'll Pulled down a birdie.
That broke right to left. It broke at the end the other way, but not a lot. This is our chance. 9 feet downhill, 1 inch. It is not an easy one, though. One time.
Now that one could have used a bit more pace. And now this from 5 feet. All right, let's give your opponent that putt and move on to the next. Just a little tap needed here. Okay, that hole's going to be halved.
Welcome to golf, the most painful sport in the world.
The par 4.
I tell you, great sportsmanship between all the players today, and we've seen good sportsmanship. And well, technically our second. I mean, is the second match? Maybe they just had something going on, right? Something came up, they had to leave. I'll take a free win. That's the ultimate win. And what you didn't see behind the scenes, virtual Ryan and the other golfer, they got in a fight. And whoever won in the tee box, it was organized, won the match. So that's Jerry. Jerry was the judge of that one. So Ryan won in a knockout. Okay, that looked like a mega miss. That went perfect. Did you all see that?
Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there.
What? Oh. It looked like he missed it. Did you all hear it? It looked like he... Okay, well, we got to go for it now.
Going for the green.
We're dancing. This is not going to be an easy dance. Oh my, this is going to be a nightmare dance.
Look at this. Driving the green and got a putt for eagle coming up.
I think I'd rather be off the green.
This is for eagle.
Well, it's for eagle. 66 feet, uphill 5 inches. It's right to left, left to right. Mostly right to left. Honestly, it's not going to break much because we've got to hit this thing so firm to get this there.
Ooh, flying by the hole.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a way
that's
to
no good.
get
Let's
that
back on
close
the
and
green
then get it to stop.
Take care of business here.
Well, we may go down too if we don't make this. So, match play, you got to make shots like this.
Oh,
No!
the chip goes right by there. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Yeah,
A
looks
lip
like he's
out.
put it on a good line here.
And then we missed it
Oh,
by
he just couldn't get it to go.
a centimeter.
This one is a short 3-foot putt. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up.
Yeah,
And that
good
hole's a
job.
bit of a loss.
Our opponent's
Let's,
playing.
make
I
up for it on the
crushed
next one,
that
maybe.
putt. I should have known.
Okay,
I
on to
always crush
16.
putts.
This one's a par 4.
It was a rhythm was barely off though, wasn't it? It really wasn't a bad putting stroke. I think I just misread the setup there. The problem was it transitions from an uphill to a downhill.
Looks like
You
this
leave
one's
that
in the
short,
fairway.
you're gonna have a really tough putt anyways. Okay, hey, we've had
Okay,
comebacks like
let's
this
see what you do
before.
here.
You gotta face adversity. We never give up. There were in the, I think the final placement match, I was down 2 and came back and won it in solos, right?
Yeah, that'll play.
Who outdrove who? That's just right there.
And as he
Yes,
sets
we got it.
up, he's looking at around 190 yards to the pin.
It's a great course, though. Very good match play course, too. I like that the fairways are wide open. The greens are not easy. That might have won it. No, that might have won it. We got to make
Okay,
this.
second shot here on the 16th.
Okay, here we go. You're kidding. That was such a bad shot. Contact off by 17 degrees. Look, Jerry's asking Sean. Jerry's asking Sean, what'd you do there, right?
Here. I'll
Well,
just,
can you
I'll
believe
just be
Ryan
quiet
missed
and
that
watch
by
and see
that
how you do.
much? 34 feet, or maybe Jerry's trash talking. You never know. It's left to right, then right to left. We have to make this.
Now this one's starting out way left. Yeah, from that distance, that's going to work.
That was perfect.
And sorry to
No,
say,
I meant it
but
was a
if he sinks
perfect
this,
line.
he
We
wins
just
the
didn't hit it
match.
hard enough.
Oh,
Pushed
so
it.
close. And
Okay, we're
let's
still
go
going.
and give this a tap and we'll move on. That'll work. Tapping in for par.
You know, it's a
Okay,
good
that
match.
hole's gonna be
Sean's a
halved.
great player. Very good player.
Okay, on to 17. This one's a par 3.
I mean, we've got to make this. Like, this is Dormy. We have to win it. So, with how our opponent's been doing... Wait! The door's open! Wide
This
open!
is their 3-iron.
Okay. Focus up.
Looking forward to see what you do here.
What a mean pin. 2-iron in action, everybody. Don't try this at home. Perfect strike.
Managed to get a good swing on that.
That's the shot. The wind took that a little
Okay,
bit
on the
more
green
than I wanted
safely.
it to, but still a good shot.
All right, this is what he's looking at. Wouldn't want to be him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be him either. This is going to be a very tough putt to get within a couple feet. Downhill 1 foot. That's amazing. Wow. That's a fantastic
this
putt.
putt, and you can win the
Yeah,
hole.
these greens are so tough. Okay, we've got to make it. I really think that this is straight in.
Looking good so far. Continuing. Oh my goodness, killing me here. Just killing me. Great putt.
Good
though.
match.
Almost got that.
Good game, Sean.
This next putt.
It's not
is
over
a par
yet,
putt for
technically.
him.
Yeah, it is. Good game. Very well played.
Well, that's too bad. Your
Oh, we
friend
just
will finish.
Did
this
not have...
match
Well,
at
actually, I want to say we
3
didn't
up.
have it.
And you
We were
couldn't
playing
beat
good.
him today,
It's
but maybe
just
next time.
the putts we had to
Okay,
win
thanks
holes we
for
couldn't
me,
make.
and if I had my way, I'll see you back here
Again, it goes
real
back
soon.
to the problem recently for me in this game. Ever since the Season 2 update, putting has been the issue. It's been a big issue in my game ever since that update. And here we go. Match number 4 here of the placement matches. And we play my favorite course, TPC Sawgrass, where Ryan Gamer, the virtual athlete, was born and raised. Okay, this is it. This is what I wanted. It's the front 9 of TPC Sawgrass. I'd rather have the back 9, but it's probably good when we're not playing number 17. I find myself in the water quite a bit. So we've had 1 loss. The last match, Sean was a great player. I mean,
Hello
Sean
there,
was
my name is
just
John McCarthy.
insane.
Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get into this. Looks like we've decided to go with just the front 9 today. All right, have a good round.
And every opponent we faced so far has been also like in, I guess, in the placement matches as well. So it's going to be interesting to see where we land. I mean, we had 353 at the last season. We may drop to 300 since we had that 1 loss. Or we may drop lower than that. We'll see. Almost got a lucky bounce. Did get lucky,
Okay,
but
let's
almost got really
launch
lucky.
this next tee shot. What do you say?
Oh, TPC Sawgrass, everybody. I just played this in the career mode
That
series,
tee shot
right?
Looks like it'll do.
We don't, you know, let's not, I don't want to give away anything from the Players Championship in the career mode. It just wrapped up a couple days ago here on the channel from when this video is going live. But yeah, what a tournament
Here's
that
his
was.
Second shot.
So I should be familiar with this course. This is bringing back memories already, everybody. If you watched it, you know what memories I'm talking about.
Here's
So
their
that's
7
2
iron.
closed club faces.
This one's about 120
The
yards
thing
out.
is, when you're playing these placement
Don't
matches,
wanna
you
go
usually
too
play against
far on
people
this
who
one.
are
The
playing
green
their
slopes
placement
away
matches,
from us
right?
around that pin.
So they could be new. They could have played 1,000 hours. You never know. Or it could be a really good player
Well,
who's
that'll
just
do for
having an
now.
off day swing-wise. I needed to put
Let's see
that
how he
a little
deals
bit
with
more
this
on
bunker
that.
shot.
"37 yards. This is, you got to splash this one. This is a very tough splash. Like, it looks like he's doing a pitch shot. What was that? Was that
Oh,
a...
he's in the bunker here. Let's see.
Looked
see
like
how
he
he deals
did a
with it, shall we?
full swing. Like, it looked like he was trying a partial full shot. That didn't look like a pitch swing animation. There's the pick shot. Yeah, there's the pick shot, just left it short. Yeah, I don't know what that last shot was.
And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink
We
this
just
putt.
send it. We have a couple putts to win it, right?
Oh my.
I missed that
Right
one
by
by
the
a
hole.
mile.
This putt's
Well,
about 5 feet away.
Wasn't my finest putt.
Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend.
That's okay.
That will
got
go
it.
to the bottom of the cup, and you have won this hole. And after the
Okay,
first
there's
hole,
one.
you're one up.
I'm still thinking back to
And
those
we're
putts from the
teeing
last
up
match. I
on
know I say
hole
don't focus on
number
the
2.
past, right? Focus on the future, but I just can't get those putts out of my mind. Like, just misread so many of them. Missed a cup, one by a millimeter. Missed that chip in. There's so many shots you can think about that I just barely missed, where we could have went to maybe a sudden death at the end.
Wrong with that. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him.
And that's one thing I love about match play too, is like some of the shots, like that chip in opportunity. Like,
This could
you're
roll
going to go
into the
for it.
rough,
If
I
I'm in
think.
stroke play, I'm not going to get ultra aggressive on a lot of these shots, right? I'm in match play, though, you're going to get a lot more aggressive, especially when you have to make it. And that's one thing I really like about match play. It creates those moments that you don't really have in stroke play unless, of course, you have to make a certain shot at the end, or you have to birdie the last 3 holes, or whatever the situation is.
And we're somewhere around 240 from the pin.
Okay, I like a 3-wood here. On a draw, just put this on the middle of the green. That's not a great swing. We need to get lucky. The sand would be fine. No, yeah, it's going to be in the sand. That's just fine. I'm not a huge fan of that downslope here, because it's going to snap out of that sand. Yeah, you can tell it's our opponents. The contact point seems to really be getting them right now. But, I mean, that contact point is so tough to find, right? That's a good one. That's a really good one. Spun a bit too much. Still a good shot.
And from the green side, sand.
this is...
Looking for an up and down here.
This is going to be tough. Now, in real life, this would be a nightmare. In real life, you would be hitting this ball way back here at the back of the grid. And that would be a good shot. Yeah, like, look how much that carried. I knew it would. It was an overswing. Well, I guess we're going to be playing it there, too. How would it go in real life? Well, something like that.
Well, that's great. Leaving the bunker behind.
No, it's
We're
not,
putting.
John.
All right, if you can sink this, snatch a birdie and be on our way.
Tend to overpower them, so I'm going to take some distance off. Get in.
Ooh.
I mean, I took distance off there, and we still sent it.
And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt.
He has a chance to win it here. 23-footer.
Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. And from there, not a bad result. 8-footer here in front of us.
There we go. Needed that. Cannot believe from where we
And if he
were.
manages to sink this putt, the
Where
hole
we
will
almost
be
lost
halved.
that hole. Like,
And
that just
that
shows
hole will be
if you
halved.
miss your shots like we did on that approach shot, you can get yourself into
Teeing
trouble
up
here
on
at
hole number
Sawgrass,
3.
and you pay the price. I'm going to go 6-iron here. Loft and backspin. That's perfection. Go in. It's a great shot. It's not
Yep,
in,
that's
but it's
gonna
really
do
good.
just nicely. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him.
So, in the next ranked video, we'll have one placement match, and then we'll have our first match outside of the placement matches. So, it worked out that that second opponent quit. Because we're 2-1 on the day, it still counts as a win, right? If someone forfeits on the first tee,
7-iron on display here.
they got injured
one's
walking
going
to the
right.
green, it's still a win.
Let's see what happens. This is his second.
This is a tough shot. I've been here multiple times. It's a flop shot or a very good placed chip shot. Yeah, see, the thing about that on a chip shot, you've got to hit that thing, land it in the heavy rough with a little bit of loft and backspin, and you still might stop. You still might not stop it. It's a shot you honestly don't hit very much, right? You're just not there very often. It's not a shot you practice very much. But, like, Sawgrass from there, it's really just kind of a nightmare shot. Unless you hit the super flop, which he just did there. I don't know why he didn't do that there. Well, how many yards was he?
And if you can
Got to be
sink
13.
this, you'll go 2
I
up
think.
for the match. One's got a pretty
Well, no.
steep
I think you can hit it
left to
9, right?
break.
We have 2 putts to win it. Let's not ruin
Oh,
this.
look at this thing.
It's fun.
Oh,
I
come
played that ultra safe, right?
Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. Okay, this is for his
We'll give it
bogey.
to him.
All right, you've given him that one. Let's go to the next hole. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend.
There we go.
And you're 2 up in this match after that hole.
2 up. We had a chance to go 3 up with where we were off the
Teeing
tee.
up here on the
Did not
fourth
play
hole.
that hole well. On hole number 2. I love this course. Oh, that's gone. But you got to be thankful for the sand here because that rough
Well,
shot is much
I'm
harder
sure
than
that's not
this.
what you intended.
John
He's ready to
thinks it's
tee
not.
off. Let's see what happens here with him.
That's a good strike. That's what I was trying to do. I'm so glad we're not playing hole number 17 though. Right?
All right.
Like,
from the
I'm just
fairway
being
bump, let's
honest.
see how
I
this
am
goes.
so glad that hole number 17 is not here because I would be in the sand. The sand. I'd be in the water. We are in the sand. So this is tricky because we have an 84 to 96% lie. That is a massive range. I'm playing it like 96.
I think you might be short here from the sand.
Well, it wasn't
See you later to that
96.
ball.
Okay.
This shot's around 95 yards to the pin.
I mean, this is one where you just send it, right? Like, no. Oh, no.
Oh my, splash.
I think that right there might be the worst feeling. Nothing worse than when your opponent hits it in the water and you hit it in the water right after that. Oh, no. Let's not hit it in the water again, please. Well, what happened there was a very poor swing. And a lot of luck. A whole lot of luck. A member's bounce, if I've ever seen one. A trick shot. We both just are really struggling here on
Just
4.
around 12
Like,
feet. This one looks like it'll break to the right.
we both showed you all how not to play this golf hole, right? Oh my, this is a disaster on the 4th. And none of us have an easy putt. That's good. Oh, good
Oh,
putt.
it's going right by.
This course is just
this
so
putt to
tough
go
when you
three up.
play it on 163 green
I
speeds.
think
As
this
you can
one's
see,
breaking
we're on right
pretty
now.
hard to the
That's
left.
firm and fast, which I didn't know they had in online ranks. So I'm glad they added some speeds, increased speeds. But oh my, is it tough. I mean, wow. I just did not. I thought I played it out
He's got
enough.
4 feet to the cup from here.
Still not a gimme right here. Good putt.
Double bogey here.
Well, you don't see too many holes split on a double,
Okay, moving on.
but
And
when you
that
get
hole will be
a
halved.
water shot and then 2 almost
Teeing it
water
up on the
shots,
5th.
you see it. That's probably the most exciting
swing.
match play there. I know 2 eagle hole outs would have been a lot more exciting. But that was exciting because you just never knew it was going to happen.
He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole.
Can't make this stuff up, right? I cannot believe I found that water there. Like, I don't know. I played for a higher lie. We didn't get it.
And from here, he's looking at around 185 yards to the
We
pin.
paid the price, I can tell you that. This is a very tough pin. I mean, this is a pin where I find myself to the right a lot. And that short-sided heavy rough shot is not easy.
Five iron on display for this one. This is
A
leaning
little,
to
that's
the right.
that's right there is exactly what I was talking about. It's where I always find
Here's our
myself. But
second
he has
shot
the
on this
super
fifth
flop.
hole.
We've seen him hit it once. Okay, this is a nice, smooth 6-iron. Struck to perfection. Gonna come off to the right. Bounce left. The smooth 6 was the right idea. The problem was the aim with the
shot
wind. But
into
good
this
shot. I
green.
mean, not
Good
the wind.
work.
The side hill lie. Look at Ryan walking with the extra pep in his step there, and Jerry looks like Jerry has to run to keep up, right? Jerry's like, Ryan, can you slow down? Like, I'm carrying the clubs here. Yeah, definitely a super flop. Yeah, there it is. What a shot. Almost drained it.
That almost went down. Okay, you can go 3 up for the match if you sink this putt.
Go 3 up,
Looks
moving
like this
steadily
one's
right to
taking a
left.
break to the left.
Can't get a great view here.
Oh, it was a good stroke. Almost had the birdie.
Missed it by a
And
millimeter.
let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer.
Maybe a centimeter. It's kind of hard
And
to
that'll
tell
do it.
there, but
All right, let's go. This one
Good
for
hole.
the par. And that hole's half.
wow, we needed that one, and we were in a perfect spot for it.
Now for the par 4 6th.
That is one reason, you know, I've talked about this
Nice
multiple times
drive,
in
just
the
striping
career
it.
mode series. You know, I showed this in the first match of the day. That super flop pitching wedge I hit should have been impossible. I should have had to take a much harder shot there.
He's ready
That's the
to
reason
let
I
it rip
don't
here.
like the
Let's see
super
what he
flop
does.
being in the game. Because here's the thing. If you take a risk, you attack that pin location and miss to the right, you should have a very tough short-sided chip shot, right? But the issue with the super flop being in the game, you don't have to worry about your misses. Same thing with the pick shot if you hit it in
And
the
this one's
sand.
about 85
You no longer
yards
have to
the
worry
pin.
about your misses, right? Because you go for it, you miss in the sand, you just pick it right next to the hole, unless you were in where I was on hole number 2. Or if you're in the heavy rough, you literally can just dial in a super flop shot right next to the hole, right? So that is the reason I'm not a huge fan of the super flop shot and the pick shot being in the game. Now, I will say the pick shot is much more penalizing than the super flop. You saw it on hole 2, right? But yeah, I think if you do go for it and attack something, same thing. Like I still hit the shot, right? You saw me hit it in this match. I don't like it, but I'll hit it. But like, I should have had to, for hitting shots like that, you should have to kind of pay the price, or, you know, like when you put yourself short-sided, good luck. Like that shot there where our opponent was, that chip shot in that pin would be a nightmare on a chip shot, right? Because you have to hit it, hit that upslope, and trickle it on up.
I think this one's breaking to the left.
What are your all's thoughts about the super flop? Or just make it, or I guess you could balance it by making it more punishing, right? Good putt. What a putt right there.
That was a pretty good one. And now you're left with this putt to have.
Hey, but it's one of those things online, you've got to use it, right? Because obviously everybody's using it, right? So that's why you see me use it in online ranked and online societies and ranked tours, right?
Teeing off now in a long par 4.
I'd be interested to see what everybody's thoughts is on the super flop. Do you all like it? Or do you think, like me, that if you risk it and you leave yourself short-sided, you should have to hit a tough shot, right? Instead of just bailing yourself out with a pick shot or super flop. There we go. But I also know why it's in the game. Like, this golf is very frustrating, right? And you have to create a game to where you bring in people who are not necessarily golf fans, but they dive in, they play a golf game, they like it, and you got to bring shot types in to where that it limits their frustrations, right? Because if you're a newer player, you leave yourself short-sided like that. Like, if you don't have the super flop, this is going to be the most frustrating game in the world, and you might uninstall it, right? So I feel like that might be part of it, bringing in, you know, the pick shot being very overpowered and the super flop, because obviously you don't want people uninstalling your game, right? You don't want people to keep missing short-sided, land in the sand, and just keep drilling it 10 feet past the hole, right? As much as I enjoy the challenge of that, most people don't. So it's a balance, and that's probably why it's in there. That's a good shot. That's a really good shot. Wow. Our opponent is dialed in right now.
Somewhere around 150 yards from the pin.
Okay, here we go. Little flop shot into the, not flop shot, a little 8-iron fade against the wind. I counted for the line angle too late, but then I ended up pulling it on the swing path, so it just went right off that side slope to the left. Ryan doesn't like it.
From around 21 feet.
See his frustrations there. It's kind of shaking his head, but very makeable. 21 feet, uphill 4 inches, left to right, and then back the other way. Basically straight in.
Oh, this one's starting out okay. Still
get in. Come on.
Yes.
Let's go.
On in there. What a
putting the pressure on our opponent, who had a really good shot.
Before his birdie. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Oh.
That's rough. I wonder if that was a rhythm. I've been doing that so much recently. I wonder if that was a misrhythm. It's been so tough after the update. And, look at this.
Well, I'm glad you did. That was a fun watch. Glad to be along.
We did it. That is, we unlocked something. A player card, tiebreaker. And then 35 VC. Did we get more VC for that? Okay, so this opponent was ranked 229 ranked points. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see where we get placed in the next episode. So, yeah, in the next episode, you will see my 5th and final placement match in Season 2, and then we'll dive on into our first ranked match. Well, not first. I guess it's technically our 6th this season, but it'll be our first with an actual ranking. I still predict, since we did take that one loss, I think we're going to be around the 350 mark. That's where we finished the last season. I hope that loss does not move us down to like 250. It's possible, right? I mean, it is possible. Our opponent there is playing placement matches. So, yeah, we don't know. Sean was a great player. Maybe Sean was a Condor in the last season. But this season is just playing placement matches. So, we don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where Sean was ranked, because if Sean was Condor, losing to Condor is probably not a big deal. But if Sean was like Bogey, then wow, we're in trouble. But this was fun. It's always fun in these ranked videos. But big thank you to you all for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and there is plenty more content here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel across all different sports games. But I'll see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.